I was sitting there procrastinating and Beyonce's voice came on, the ultimate Virgo. Her shit hit me like the Holy Ghost, and I just instantly, whew, that's something, another drop in the maybe Illuminati bucket. Anyway, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for this full moon in Virgo that we are having. And I don't feel very Virgo-esque or prepared for this, but at the same time I am, because Virgo shit, it can go from like crazy super busy housewife to Beyonce. They are the slut and the saint, the peasant and the CEO, like the range of Virgo. It's the only female archetype in the zodiac. So, of course, they can do it all. Anyway, be sure to check out my Patreon, patreon.com/justjeverything. Over there, we dive into the depths of the depths for as low as $8 a month. Patreon.com/justjeverything. For free content, check out my Instasham at justj_everything, TikTok at justjeverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, justjeverything.com. Y'all, I'm in transition. I'm getting ready to do my hair. I'm getting ready to do all kinds of stuff, and it's giving. This is like the I just got off a phone with a Virgo. And honestly, I think that this is the most important full moon of 2023, because this is like the kickoff, like the new moon in Pisces. I feel like those are like your real New Year's resolutions. And so are these. And so with full moon, in full moons, we don't manifest, but this is a time for release. And I do think it is time to be clear about what you need to let go of. Give the shit a name. Be specific. Give yourself a visual of like what's not going to work anymore. You know, there's big themes here about like what's holding you back from being as effective as you need to be. What's, like there's all the, I just saw the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles when I cut the deck. There's all this potential to fulfill. And Virgo governs the day-to-day life. It's like work, home, hearth. Work, health, home and hearth, service. And it's time to analyze. It's time to own the fact that refinement is required right now. Discernment is needed. The attention to detail of your habits is really, really important. And so let's get into it. I have the music too loud, so BRB. Music is going to be so extra potent and powerful, and music will be such a powerful agent of healing and change during Pisces season. And especially, I also think the next 3 years. So some of you, I feel like there is, I don't know where this is coming from for the full moon in Virgo, but I do feel like some of you have like healing by way of music, or healing music to create, or healing lyrics or something to get out of you, maybe a book, writing, whatever expression wants to come in. Hi Lily Bean, your daddy's not home yet. Nope, and your mommy's not home yet either. I know it's a lot, but we will survive. So lay down. There's like just comfort coming in, expression coming in, but where are we at? Okay, getting into the handy dandy, because I gotta do it to ya. The inside degrees. I should have pre-saved this. So the full moon in Virgo is happening on March 7th, 2023 at 5:40 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's happening at 16 degrees Virgo. Oh, is that it? Nope. You guys know you can go find this online and read this for yourself. Just Google Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale, and it has it so you can like choose each degree of every sign. So Elias Lonsdale's description of the 16th degree of Virgo is a jar of camphor crystals. Hydrate, ho. Oh, I have so much vitamin C in my water. It's tort. I hope you guys do that. And it's fun. Okay, this is full moon in Virgo, yes, Earth, but we're in Pisces season. I hope you guys are like adding a little razzle dazzle to your water. I have supplements in here. I have all kinds of, what do I have in here? I have iron in here. I took my oregano oil with this. I have like super lysine in here. I have a little bit of colloidal silver. Vitamin C. Don't play yourself. Get your nutrients however you can get them. And I do feel like our relationship to water will be changing this Pisces season, and while Saturn is in Pisces. Ooh, that's something that just came in, maybe even like I am someone with foresight. So there even could be like trials or tests with water. And I feel like that's why we are, because out here in Salt Lake, this land is fucking sacred. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, there's something special about this land. But we have had like the wettest, heaviest snow winter that I've experienced in the last 5.5 years since I've been here. June will be 6 years that I've lived in Salt Lake City. And it's been so wet at every time, and we say it all the time, it's like, oh, the valley, like we need it, and blah blah blah, and the watershed, and yada yada, we need it. And I think that we have been blessed. I'm down here struggling, like, oh, why is this happening? But we need the water that we're getting, and I feel like collecting rainwater, or the rainwater ain't even like what it used to be. That shit's tainted too. But there's just gonna be changes and things that come out about water globally. Water shortages, chemicals in water. I feel like get you a motherfucking life straw, I have a reverse osmosis filter in here with the alkaline infusion, invest in water is life. Invest in good water, but also feel like I'm gonna get to a point where like the only like H2O that I drink is like infused with my supplements and stuff. But other than that, I'm just be like consuming strictly like coconut water. Like the pure good shit. Now, once I really like, I've already started the research, but once I find like a good brand, I'll put you guys on game and bring that to you guys. Anyway, so back to Elias. The 16th degree of Virgo, he describes as a jar of camphor crystals. The mind profoundly divided between the supremely constructive and upbuilding and the radically destructive and fragmenting. Oof. This man. The intention is to gather the best, to do the right thing, to be exemplary. But somewhere along the line, this energy runs out, and there slips in its shadow which runs wild, creating your own troubles, cleaning up after yourself, being at the mercy of a fatal dualism that splits you terribly, the plight and dilemma of one who has wandered into the territory of tempting forces, consciously blameless and innocuous, subconsciously charged with mischief and mayhem. And the hardest part is that it feels too late to turn this around. As you experience the fatalistic notion that this is just the way that it is, you have arrived at the center of the temptation and must learn the art of radical letting go. For the full moon must learn the art of radical letting go. And this is interesting because this came up on TikTok. I just did a TikTok and a message came out and I was like, ooh, I got to put this out now. And it was like, there is a temptation or an offer or something that's coming in that you will know what to say no to. You will know what to say yes to. And you got to tune into your star player, baby. So I want to dive right in because I got a lot of questions, and you should be asking yourself a lot of questions for this full moon in Virgo, because there's a lot. This is a time to release and to also harvest, because the seeds that we planted in the new moon in Pisces are starting to germinate. And so even I would still be reading those new moon intentions out loud. I'm about to do it as soon as I finish this. Anyway, okay, so what is in the way and needs to be released? It's Virgo. It's very Judge Judy, chop, chop. What are we doing? What's in the way and needs to be released? So we didn't even pray, Jesus. Excuse me. Hold on. All right. As we create a safe space for our benevolent ancestors, Mother God, they were like, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thank you for reminding me, and we welcome you in, asking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this full moon in Virgo. Just breathe. Empty your lungs. And then take a deep breath through your nose and hold it at the top. Hold, hold, hold. Exhale out your mouth. And you can do that again if you'd like. Please show us for our greatest and highest good what needs to be released, what's in the way. Thank you for clear and concise messages. What's in the way and needs to be released. I thought something flipped over. It felt like it. I just heard phantom, like phantoms from the past, like phantoms, like phantom emotions or phantom limbs, like things coming back from the past, loose ends coming in to be tied up, maybe somebody from the past. King of Wands and the Six of Cups. Jesus, what's in the way and needs to be released? For some of you, it's someone's ego, someone's pride, the way that things look, the optics. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements that is in the way. Maybe somebody that has kids. Maybe someone's kids are or a difference in how you want to raise kids, a difference in kids. Maybe you want kids, the other person doesn't. Maybe there's somebody that's coming in that has kids, and if you aren't about that life, you need to let it go. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming back in, someone from the past coming back in. For some of you, your career is in the way, your goals, your passion, your drive, your motivation is in the way. I can almost attest to this. Like that could be something for me. Like I think that I was just literally thinking this earlier, and I asked for the divine disconnection between my personal life and this reading, but I was thinking like, dang, it may not be the best time for somebody to be dating me right now. I am so single-minded. I'm so like focused on my goals. Ooh, I just got like this burning in my belly. I'm telling you, like I got a mission and like I have a calling on my life, and like, and we all do. We all have a calling. We all have a mission. Not everybody picks up though. Not everybody picks up the phone, you know? And like I did. I did when I was like 6. And so I feel like it's really important to be able to call yourself out. Like what are the things that What are your red flags? Can you see your own red flags? Can you call them out? Can we work on them? Maybe we need to work on them. Because it's interesting, because I've been like calling in love and calling in my husband, and I'm just like, damn, I may not be like, I may be kind of difficult to date right now, just because like I don't want to be out and about. I want to be creating what I need to be creating. And this is also Mars moving into Cancer. So we're about to be motivated to be homebodies. We're about to be motivated to really tend to our living environment, to tend to our home life, family, roots, the past. So for some of us, I mean, that eat the meat, leave the bones. But for some of you, there's someone that you thought was going to be your husband, someone that you thought was your soulmate. I feel like some of you, even the pursuit of the soulmate, husband, all of that stuff, it needs to be, it's in the way in some sort of way. I feel like it's time to really just focus on not boxing in. Like I feel like we are very much so allowed to be specific. I just feel like be careful about boxing yourself in. And I know that feels contradictory, but welcome to fucking Pisces season. And welcome to Virgo, energy. It can be very contradicting. So I feel like in some sort of way, figure out where you're being too rigid and figure out where you're needing to be more fluid when it comes to what you're trying to manifest for yourself. Okay. What's present in the day-to-day life that's a blockage? All right, what's going on in the day-to-day life that is a blockage to our progress? A blockage. What's going on in day-to-day life, please? For those watching. Page of Wands. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Wow. Okay, again with the fire signs. With the World on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the blockage to the end, because there is definitely graduation, fun, travel, like a brand new cycle, completion that is on the horizon. Saturn in Pisces. And I'm so sorry to say this, but for some of you, it's like what's in your day-to-day life that is a blockage is the way that you are like managing your time with your kids. Maybe some of you are micromanaging your children. Some of you are helicopter parents. Maybe some of you, all of the effort that you're putting into being like the perfect parent, or being the perfect partner, or being like, maybe some of you, there's a new relationship, and maybe somebody with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements, that like you're trying to be like perfect for, or you're putting a lot of effort in, or you're beating a dead horse in some sort of way. Some of you are really, it's like focused on initiating this new start versus allowing yourself to be, allowing yourself to live. It's time to really figure out where you're exerting too much energy. There's something that I feel like you know what it is, you know what's burning you out. Some of you, there's just like so much energy that you're putting into something, and I feel like you're doing more harm than good. I feel like I'm reading myself in this, and I've literally asked to not be like connected to this, but damn, I feel like just what I was just saying before, the whole being like so single-minded may be getting in the way, and that makes sense because I feel like that shows a lack of faith. Do your part, let the divine do the rest. You don't need to be sitting there asking over and over and over and over for it again. That shows a lack of faith. And that's not something that I feel like we're doing, but I do feel like there is something about understanding that it always happens when you're not looking for it. It always comes in whenever you're in a state of play or fun or bliss. I feel like also there's something here with kids. Maybe some of you, like, you have kids and you need a vacation. I don't even know who's a parent. I know like one person that's a parent on my, on Patreon that, you know, of Spirit Squad. But like, there is a theme about kids, but also this could be like what's in the way is, are we ignoring our inner child's requests? Are we giving to our inner children? Go back and watch the 5 aspects of the soul inner child video. Maybe there's a new nugget there for you. But I do feel like there is something, maybe some of you are arguing about kids and or have a different view, or you're learning a different, okay, some of you are just like, oh, like if I have a kid, I'll lose my freedom, or if I have, and maybe your perspective is changing on that. Maybe your perspective is changing on the youth somehow. Maybe also some of you, maybe your perspective is changing on being a step parent, or dating somebody with children, or, you know, working with people that have kids, or employing people that have kids. That could be a thing. But I feel like what is a blockage? Because that's what I asked. What's in the present day to day that's a blockage? It's this refusal to step into this new relationship with your physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, and this refusal to let go of this old way of thinking about yourself, the old way of thinking about the universe. Shit is supposed to get weird. I have been feeling like I'm seeing, like literally seeing like ripples, like glitches. Shit is getting fucking weird. And I don't even care about saying it out loud because all this shit is fake anyway. All this shit's real and all of it's fake anyway. And so there's been this like weird dissociative thing that's going on. Hydrate. It feels, because I feel like I'm just like constantly like walking around in a state of prayer, and like the more meditation that I dive into is just like, I feel like it's easy to untether from this world. It's easy to detach when you really like, when your number one priority, and that's my thing. I even have it written down, like my number one priority in my life is my relationship with God, the God of my understanding. And no, it's not some fucking white dude in the sky, like on a cloud somewhere. You know, I literally think that God is the ink inside of this pen, that God is the metal in this bell, that God is in this crystal that I'm holding, that God is the acrylic in my motherfucking nails. There's just a different perspective that I feel like is coming in regards to our spirituality. The next 3 years, Saturn moving into Pisces, Pisces being the sign of I believe, is about to be different. And you think you know, but you have no idea. We think we know. I think I know. And I know that I have no idea. And I love that. That's what makes every second sweet. All right. So what steps are needed to fulfill our potential? And keep in mind, this is a general reading. So if you want something more personalized, definitely reach out and we can do that for you. DM me or justjeverything.com. You can schedule and book personal readings there. But please show us, for our greatest and highest good, what steps are needed to fulfill our potential. What steps are needed? Keep breathing. I thought it was going to be the Page of Pentacles that came out. 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I don't know why. I just heard you want a hot body? You want a Maserati? You want a Bugatti? You better work, bitch. And work does not have to be equated to hard work. backbreaking, labor, struggle. Unsubscribe from that shit. Break away from going back and forth, hoeing yourself out to corporate America and for 40 hours a week, and really figure out what you can start doing to work smarter, not harder. What can you start doing that feels really independent, that feels really you, that feels very fulfilling, enriching. And who can you collaborate with? There's something here about breaking away from just plain entrepreneurship, but going into like collaborating with more people, going from doing it on your own to reaching out to a professional, reaching out to people who are really qualified to show up and help and contribute in positive ways. So the steps needed, I feel like also some of us, the steps are needed to break away from like the know-it-all parts of us, break away from like the tried and true, the traditional way of doing things for some of us. Some of us, it's time to go to school. Some of us, it's time to go to therapy. Some of us, it's time to go to school for therapy or becoming a therapist or a counselor. I hate when that happens. Sorry. Some of us are needing to process with someone that's qualified the ways that we've been hurt or lied to, taken advantage of. I feel like it's time to start turning our betrayals into, like, it's time to start evaluating our betrayals from a very like objective, educated, analytical place, so that we can start to see the ways that these betrayals are going to initiate or are the actual keys to our breakthrough. Please go for the Seven of Swords. Why not? Keep breathing. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. Three of Swords reverse. Yeah, there's still like residual pain, heartbreak, maybe from a situationship, a fuck boy, fuck girl, fuck person kind of energy. Someone, you know, champagne taste on a beer budget. Someone came in with promises of, you know, love and romance, and it didn't, you know, pan out possibly. I do feel like the steps that we're needing to take are to really acknowledge any ailments in the mind. The Three of Swords clarifying the Seven of Swords is the Ten of Swords, which is already out. And the Ten of Swords had already came in as a blockage, saying that there is a lot of loose ends in the mind to tie up, that there's been trials, tribulations, pains. Some of you have been like lied to, stabbed in the back, cheated on, wronged in some sort of way. And we need to extract the data from that darkness so that we can take these lessons, we can take these L's and turn them into lessons. Yes, these losses have always been lessons, the losses, you know? But the Ten of Swords is indicated twice here. And so where in your life are you behaving this way? And the thing about the Ten of Swords is like, yeah, he's been stabbed in the back. There's been a lot of pain that we have to acknowledge when the Ten of Swords comes out. Acknowledge the pain. Feel it. Be honest with yourself about about the impact that it's had, about the influence that it's had on you. But trust and believe that you better keep your head towards the horizon. There is an optimism that's indicated here in the Ten of Swords. The sun is rising. The dark skies are clearing out. A new day is dawning. And there's so much water. There's so much emotion, spirituality, intuition that's on the other side of this pain. The sun rising, there's this rising of willpower, there's this physical energy, this heat, this warmth that's going to be coming in to counteract the shadow. Because it's fucking science. And for all of the shadow that we experience, there is equivalent light that will be experienced. It's just physics. So for our greatest and highest good, how can we improve our day-to-day life? Like, what do we need to do on the day-to-day, very Virgoan, like that is going to lead us to our, oh, the King of Cups reverse. It's like, get out of your feelings. Stop taking things so personally. What we need to be doing on a day-to-day basis that will improve our lives is really tending to our jealousy issues, tending to our insecurities, tending to, for some spiritual psychosis, tending to cutting out the people around you who just do the spiritual psychosis, psychobabble, cutting out the people who are fakes, who wear masks, who talk the talk but don't fucking walk the walk and don't even know how to do it. I'm telling y'all, the pearls are in the fucking hands of the swine. It's like that proverb, don't be careful casting pearls before swine. Too late. The pearls got the damn swine. The swine got the damn pearls. The pigs have the pearls. And so you got to be careful. And that's why we're coming to a point as a species where we're not going to be able to trust what we see with our physical eyes. And you better be in tune with your motherfucking star player so that when these fucking wolves in sheep's clothing approach you, you can feel their fucking fangs hiding. You can feel it because your fangs start to fucking tangle. Your fangs start to like, want to show themselves. I feel like there's a lot of mirrors that we've attracted in 2022, 2023 still too for some of us, you know, and I feel like the people that, yeah, there's still like love coming in, and and the gifts of these loves, no matter how long they stay, is they reveal different aspects to us that we hadn't seen in ourselves. So, for some of you, it's like it's time to improve your connection or your relationship to your to this Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person, to your relationship to how you express your emotions. What's going on with like creative blocks, working on unblocking your emotions so your creativity can flow, unblocking your emotions and your creativity so you're, you know, by way of engaging in your spirituality more. And spiritual, it's time to like define a spiritual practice, to actually be diligent with a spiritual practice so that you can really get your mind, heart, body, spirit, soul, like right, aligned. What needs our attention? For our greatest and highest good, what needs our attention? Queen of Cups, Eight of Wands, Two of Pentacles. The Emperor on the bottom of the deck. What needs your attention is your business, your relationship to self-motivation, your relationship to creating a plan and sticking to it, your passion. There may be somebody with Aries or Scorpio placements, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements coming in. Maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I feel like are still like maybe playing the field or interested in playing the field. That could be a thing. What needs our attention is, yet again, our emotions, our relationship to peace, our relationship to our intuition. What needs your attention is your self-worth. Also, I feel like for some of you, it's time to really dive deeper into what you like why you're special, what makes you you. I think I said this the other day, but I think like a couple weeks ago, I was riding in my truck in silence, and I remember I like was observing my thoughts, and I hit this pocket of like insecurity that I didn't realize was still there. And I had this thought where I was like, I guess I'm just weird, too weird for that kind of person. And I was just like, whoa, like, what is too weird? Because I'm like alternative, or because like I don't, I'm not wearing like Abercrombie and Fitch and fucking J. Crew. Like, what is weird about me? And or are those the things that make me special? Are those the things that stand out about me? I do feel like it's time to make sure that you observe your thoughts. Take time to just like listen to yourself think, and take time to think your thoughts so you can feel your feelings. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements that's coming in. I do feel like the pace is picking up. That needs your attention. There's opportunities for multiple streams of income. Your flow needs your attention. Your relationship to grounding needs your attention. Your ability to stay sure-footed amidst an emotional roller coaster, that needs your attention. What's in the way? You need to be able to understand like what's in the way from you being able to like hustle and flow the way that you want to. Don't play yourself. I feel like that needs to be said. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right, what do we keep doing? Because we get a lot of like, stop this, stop that. What do we need to keep doing? That's full moon Virgo. Queen of Wands coming out. Nice. What we need to keep doing is learning how to stoke our confidence, learning how to increase our confidence, nurturing ourselves, really tending to and wielding our sexual energy wisely. Keep striving for whatever vision it is. The Queen of Wands is the visionary. She's the entrepreneur. So if there is some sort of side hustle or some entrepreneurial pursuit that you have, keep at it. And keep doing the work to improve your mental health, your physical health. Keep working out. If you haven't worked out and you've been knowing you need to, go ahead and start that. Keep doing whatever it is that really makes you feel alive, that really is going to prepare you for spring. Ooh, because I feel like changes are coming. Queen of Wands, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles comes out. And I feel like it's like you got to trade in your old concept of what you thought the world was and what everything was to you, so you can take this new realization, this new, like, it's so much better than you think it is. There's so much more than you think. There's so much decadence, indulgence, luxury, comfort, stability, lush. There's so much like newness, freshness, money, comfort that's coming in. Trade out the old, what you thought you could do, so that you can receive this new instruction, the new order of operations. And put yourself in the position where you go ahead and you start celebrating and saying thank you and walking in gratitude now, because the fruit of your labor is coming. You just got to be patient. Ooh. Sometimes I may just blow like 50, sometimes I may just blow like 50K on our vacation for all my soldiers just to see the looks on all their faces. All it took was patience. Thanks, Drizzy. The fruit of your labor is coming. And your intentions matter so much. And trust and believe the divine sees your fucking intentions and what you Why you like those of us who just keep asking for money and like why you want the money. What are you going to do with it? Can you start manifesting from that? Because the divine already like knows, but you need to know and you need to articulate that. The divine also knows those of you who just asking for, you know, thousands of dollars who are just going to fucking squander it. It's not going to happen. Mine's not going to fuck you like that. If you can't manage and be grateful and are being a good steward of what you have now, why would the divine fuck you and give you so much more unless that was, you know, the kick in the dick that it could have been and you needed that and called that in. That's why it's like, don't be out here envying all these like uber wealthy and celebrities and like rich people. Half of that prosperity and abundance is karma, is a consequence for an action. And it ain't always a good one. Which is why the meek, not the weak, the meek will be inheriting the earth. And there will be a redistribution of wealth that we see in our lifetime. I am convinced. And so, the divine can see if you have like really just icky, shitty intentions for just in general, for money, for people, for love, for yourself. But some of you, it's like your heart's in the right place. Just to see the look on all their faces. All it took was patience. Some of you, it's like you just want to bless people just because, you know, that feeling that you know how it feels. Just to see the look on all their faces. All it took was patience. Keep at it. I love you. Are you not gonna turn off? You better work, bitch.